So in that sense, it does represent a type of escalation, but I do think it's a rather measured escalation. Again, I would caveat that we have not yet seen the totality of the strikes that are potentially going to be taken, but thus far, these are targets similar to ones that the U.S. has targeted in the past after U.S. service members have been wounded or killed. The difference is, of course, is that we're just seeing more strikes and more targets. It's really, in some respect, been a long observed practice that the U.S. has conducted these self-defense strikes when U.S. service members are wounded, but especially when they're killed. But never really is it articulated out loud that that is the practice. So it is interesting that in his statement, President Biden did say that if you harm Americans, we're going to come after you. That seemingly is a public red line. Again, it really was policy, but now it's out there. Iran and its proxies have sought to raise the temperature without actually putting the US or Israel into a corner or a significant decision point where we or they would have to escalate into war. In some respects, Kataib Hezbollah was the dog that caught the car in that they had been attacking US forces over 100 times, but were tragically successful with Tower 22, which in fact did put the U.S. to a choice to escalate, which is something that Iran has seemingly sought to avoid these last few months. I think from the U.S. government perspective, every day where the region isn't in total war is a good day. So it's very much a day-to-day type of operation to limit hostilities, to push back adversaries, to address threats as they fly. But what remains to be seen is a coherent or comprehensive strategy that, in fact, seeks to arrest Iran's continued support to these proxies, that continues to enable their capabilities, all of the lethal intelligence, all of the arms transfers. So far, there really hasn't been anything to confront or address or seek to deter Iran's role in pumping the bellows of this fire. So we'll have to see if and how U.S. policy adapts to incorporate Iran's role.